Have you ever found yourself at a party, surrounded by laughter and conversation, yet felt completely alone? The room is full, the music is loud, but somehow you feel invisible, like you're just drifting through the crowd unnoticed. You're smiling, nodding, maybe even laughing along with everyone else, but inside there's a quiet emptiness that no one else can see. It's as if you're playing a part, wearing a mask that hides how you really feel. It's like you're behind glass, watching everyone connect but unable to join in. You see the joy, the easy conversations, but there's a barrier you can't cross, no matter how much you want to. This isn't just being alone, it's a deeper solitude that can find you in the busiest places. Even in a sea of people, you can feel like you're on your own little island, separated by an invisible wall. Our world celebrates constant connection, big events, endless online friends, and non-stop notifications, yet so many of us feel unseen and unheard, as if we're just extras in someone else's story. It's the sting when you share something important and the other person just glances at their phone, distracted and distant, making you feel like your words don't matter. These small moments of disconnection add up, creating a heavy weight of loneliness that's hard to shake. It's not just about being alone, but about feeling alone even when you're with others. You might commute on a packed train, work in a busy office, or scroll through endless feeds on social media, yet still feel invisible, as if no one truly notices you. We have more ways to communicate than ever before, but often, it's just an illusion of connection. The screens between us can make the distance feel even greater. We've traded deep, meaningful bonds for a wide, shallow network, leaving a hunger for something real, a genuine connection that goes beyond likes and comments. What we truly crave is to be seen, understood, and to belong. We long for someone to notice us, to listen, and to care about what we're feeling. This is the paradox of modern life, surrounded by people, yet feeling profoundly alone. But recognizing this feeling is the first step toward finding real connection. Loneliness isn't just being alone. It's a feeling that can creep in even when you're surrounded by people. A quiet ache that sits in your chest and lingers in your thoughts. It's more than the absence of company. It's the absence of connection. It's a distress signal, your mind and body telling you a basic human need isn't being met. Just as pain warns us of injury, loneliness warns us that something vital is missing from our lives. Like hunger or thirst, loneliness tells you need meaningful connection. It's your body's way of reminding you that relationships are as essential as food and water for your well-being. Our ancestors survived in tribes. Isolation was dangerous, so our brains evolved to make loneliness painful. This pain pushed us to seek out others, to build bonds, and to protect each other from threats. Today, the danger isn't wild animals, but our brains still sound the alarm when we feel disconnected. In our modern world, we can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible, unheard, or left out. Loneliness is the gap between the relationships you want and the ones you have. It's the longing for deeper understanding, for someone to truly see you and care. You might have many acquaintances, but if you lack someone to call in a crisis, you'll feel lonely. It's not about how many people you know, but whether you feel truly supported. Even in a relationship, if you feel misunderstood, loneliness can be profound. Sometimes the loneliest moments happen right beside someone else, when you feel unseen or unheard. It's about quality, not quantity. A single deep friendship can be more powerful than 100 casual ones. True connection is built on trust, vulnerability, and shared understanding. Loneliness isn't a personal failing, it's a human signal. It's a reminder that you're wired for connection, and that reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. When you feel it, listen. It's telling you to reach out, to reconnect. Even a small gesture, a message, a call, a smile, can begin to bridge the gap. Your loneliness is not your enemy. It's a guide, leading you back to what matters. It points you toward the people and experiences that give your life meaning. You are not broken, you are human. Loneliness is simply a signpost on the road to connection, reminding you that you belong. Loneliness can strike even when you're surrounded by people, family, friends, colleagues. It happens when your connections don't meet your emotional needs. You might play a role, the good friend, the competent coworker, while hiding your true self. It's like sitting at a banquet of plastic fruit. It looks nourishing, but leaves you empty. Superficial conversations can't feed your soul. Without sharing your real thoughts and vulnerabilities, you remain hungry for connection. This is common in relationships where emotional intimacy has faded, two people sharing space but not their inner worlds. The same goes for friendships stuck on surface-level chat. Fear of vulnerability keeps us wearing masks, pretending everything's fine. But true connection requires authenticity, the courage to be seen as you are. Breaking free from loneliness means risking vulnerability, trusting someone will see the real you and stay. Real connection starts when you take off the mask. Meet Sarah, late 20s, living in a bustling city with what looks like the perfect Instagram life. She has a great job, a stylish apartment, and her feed is filled with endless brunch photos, travel snaps, and smiling selfies. To anyone scrolling by, Sarah seems to have it all together, her life a highlight reel of success and fun. But behind the scenes, Sarah felt desperately lonely. The silence in her apartment was deafening, and the glow of her phone only made her feel more isolated. After social events, she often felt emptier than before. "It's all for show," she admitted. "We post photos, then go back to our phones, barely talking to each other." The laughter in the pictures faded quickly, replaced by a sense of disconnection. Her days were filled with digital, superficial interactions, hundreds of online friends, but only one or two she could truly call in a moment of need. Most conversations stayed on the surface, never touching the things that really mattered. Evenings were spent scrolling, comparing her reality to others' highlight reels, feeling more isolated with every swipe. The more she looked, the more she felt she was falling behind, missing out on some secret to happiness everyone else seemed to have. One night, overwhelmed by anxiety, Sarah wanted to call someone, but didn't want to be a burden. She rode out her panic attack alone, wishing for comfort but feeling unable to reach out. The fear of being judged or dismissed kept her silent. Sarah's story is heartbreakingly common. Loneliness isn't about lacking social opportunities, but about lacking meaningful connection. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. The very tools meant to connect us, social media, constant busyness, and endless notifications, can actually push us further from what we truly need: genuine human connection and understanding. Loneliness is not a personal failure. It's a response to a world that often fails to meet our deep need for real belonging, for being seen and heard as we truly are. Sarah's story is millions of people's story, a silent epidemic woven into the fabric of modern life. The appearance of connection isn't the same as the reality. True connection takes vulnerability, time, and presence, things that can't be captured in a photo or a status update. Why is loneliness so widespread today? One reason: we've moved away from tight-knit communities to anonymous cities and suburbs. We used to know our neighbors and rely on each other. Now we often don't even know who lives next door. Work has changed too. Fewer stable jobs, more gig work, more people working alone. Technology promised connection, but often delivers only a shallow version, likes and followers instead of real empathy. We curate perfect online identities, making it harder to show our true, imperfect selves. Constant digital stimulation keeps us from being present with those around us. Our culture pushes junk values, happiness through buying, fame, or perfection, leaving us empty and alone. Decades of research show that chasing external validation leads to more anxiety and loneliness. We've been sold a story about happiness that's making us sick. The result? A society more connected than ever, yet lonelier than ever. It's time to rewrite the story. The first step out of loneliness is to acknowledge it, without shame. Say it out loud: "I feel lonely." Naming it gives you power over it. Then, take a small step, reach out to someone you trust. Call, don't text. Hearing a voice matters. You don't have to say you're lonely, just check in, ask how they are. Reconnect with something meaningful: a cause, a hobby, a small act of purpose. Volunteer, tend a garden, or care for a pet. Anything that connects you to something bigger than yourself. Change your relationship with technology. Try a digital sunset. Turn off screens at a set time each evening. Use that time for real-world activities. Read, walk, write, or simply reflect. These small steps won't solve loneliness overnight, but they start to clear the fog. Each act of connection, no matter how small, is a step toward the light. You don't have to do it all at once, just begin. The journey out of loneliness starts with one honest moment and one small brave step. Once you've taken the first steps, rebuild your world of connection. Find a group with a shared interest: book club, choir, running group. Shared activities make connection easier. Service is powerful. Help others, volunteer, or offer small acts of kindness. It shifts focus from your pain and reminds you of your value. Don't forget existing connections. Reach out to old friends or family you've lost touch with. Deepen current relationships, ask meaningful questions, listen fully, put away your phone. Building real connections takes time. Like planting a garden, it requires patience and persistence. Not every attempt will work, and that's okay. Keep showing up. Celebrate small victories, a good conversation, a coffee with a friend, a new group meeting. Each active connection is a brick in rebuilding your world. The key is to keep trying, even when it feels hard. Connection grows with every small effort. You're not alone in this work. Every step counts. Overcoming loneliness isn't just about changing your circumstances. It's about changing your inner story. Loneliness can trap you in negative thoughts. Nobody likes me. I'll always be alone. Notice these thoughts. Write them down. Challenge them. Are they really true? Focus on your strengths and accomplishments, no matter how small. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend. When you feel rejected, remind yourself, you were brave for trying. Changing your story takes time, but it changes your world. You are worthy of connection. If you're feeling lonely, know this. You are not alone. Millions feel the same ache, in every country, every city. Loneliness is not your failing. It's a shared crisis of our time. The journey out of loneliness is a return to our true nature. We are meant to connect, to care, to belong. The solutions are simple shared purpose, helping others, being present, daring to be vulnerable. Change is possible for everyone, no matter how long you felt alone. The path forward begins with a single small step, a call, a club, a new thought. Each step creates a ripple, signaling you're ready to reconnect. Your tribe is out there, waiting for you. A more connected, compassionate world starts with you, today. Take one small step toward the light.